Shalom, guys. I hope that you are doing well. I'm just jumping in here, just going to share a little bit of a little reading that I just set down at my table and was just checking energy with the Most High since something very big came out earlier. It's been coming out all day. Um, I sit down. If you're new, welcome. My name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. And I look at real hardcore energy that's going on in the earth that could save your life, save your soul. Look at a lot of criminal activity, and it comes from not guarding the heart and people, not being whole on the inside and allowing the Most High to build them for what they were created to be in the earth. We got too many people that are jealous of what other people have, and the Most High has just as much in store for you as He has in the person in the person that, if you're somebody who's jealous of somebody, He's got something for you. You don't have to covet what somebody else has. And when I sit down here, this is all that came out on my table in a really big way. I just look at things that are really horrific sometimes, because you let your heart get into a place and you start looking at what somebody has or what you don't have, and jealousy and envy gets in there. It leads to really nasty, horrific stuff. So criminal activity is mostly what I look at here, to catch it. Hopefully, before it comes out in this realm. The Most High likes to tell us the things before it happens. He likes to warn us. He likes to just reveal the intent of the heart, because it's wicked inside there. Don't follow your heart. I said that last night when I was reading, and people tell you to follow your heart, and that's a really, if your heart's not circumcised to the Most High God, and He hasn't written His covenant on your heart, you're in a really bad place. We follow the word of truth, and your heart is, according to the Most High, is a wicked thing, and He tells us issues will flow out of it, and it has to be guarded. So anyway, we look at energy like this so that we all can, continue to walk in uprightness. And there's not a whole lot of people that even want to walk upright anymore. And they throw up their hands, and why should I have to even bother? Because so and so, it seems like they just get away with everything, but they don't. They're not. There's an end to everything. Anyway, if you stay, you stay. You learn me as we go. I feel energy, and I'm known to roar really hard and intense against energy, because I'm doing a spiritual work against really demonic stuff. And so, anyway, if stay, welcome. Um, the Knight of Wands jumped out again. This little player card keeps coming out over and over. Last yesterday it came out quite a bit, and it came out this morning as well. And this afternoon when I read it, it came out again. This individual is a very self-assured individual, very passionate individual. Those of you, this might be you that I'm talking to. I don't know. For the most part, it's an Aries, because the Most High had my hands find a card that said the first house was there. Or you are an Aries and you are specifically dealing with this, but nonetheless, it is a fire energy. It could be anybody in that energy, but they're their head is just like self-assured. Okay, whoever it is, the passionate person is. I will say that when I did do some combination readings, that Emperor kept showing up with that Knight, which is Aries energy. So whatever it is, it's just somebody at the top, just in general. If you're not an Aries, that just shows some type of headship then would be here. Either is that player dealing with that player, but it really suggested that headship was being played by that player. They were only there for the money that they could give them and stuff like that. This person's very restless. They're very passionate. They probably are as cute as all get out, and they're a big fat turn on, but their heart is nasty. And the Most High does not judge by the outward appearance. He looks at the heart. And this person thinks that my looks get me anything and everything. All I got to do is turn a little fire on, and I'm going to get what I want, because I'm so used to getting what I want that way. But this person is now coming to a place in their pride and in their ego that the Most High is going to destroy this person, whoever they are, however old they are. They just show up in this energy. Okay. I took a look at some information underneath that night, and I'll get to that in just a second because the tower did come out on it. Okay, this person's going to get a big fat tower if they hadn't already. It's coming, or they're dealing with it now. I don't know. But it came out with the Five of Pentacles. This person plays people because, again, they are in some type of a really bad thing. There is recorded evidence against them. That tower also came out earlier today on that night. It comes out again on it. That's why they're there trying to do some bribe, because they can't, they're stuck in, they ain't never going to get out of what they did. Okay, don't care how self-assured, how adventurous, how passionate, how restless they are. They're just running into a wall, and that's all that the Most High is going to allow this person to run into. Okay, they got a lot of fear around a money situation, or they're just so ate up with covetousness about money or the sex connected with that. It drives them. It drives them. Okay. They're a user is what they are. It also came out with the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands came out this morning as well, that being at that crossroad, there was all kinds of thinking. What do I do? I'm in my head making a decision. Something was really huge there in that reading. And the Two of Wands, it is, a plotting card. That's all this person does is plot, 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 plot. There's contracts around this person, because Two of Wands can go back to contracts and partnerships and stuff like that. But again, they're just there for a while, and then they leave you, and they leave you high and dry. And then when they need you again, here I am. Hey, well, what happened to you last time? Let's not talk about that. Let's just, hey, I'm here now. That's what they do, and they think that they can just go ahead and just use people that way. They're a very jealous person. And the Three of Pentacles came out on this person, but it came out in the reverse on this person. I wanted to look that up in the reverse, and it gave and was stating everything that was already just being told to you. It just also agreed with all that information, and stated in the reverse that this person, they covet other people's success, and that they want somebody else's talent. And it stated that this represents that they're jealous and they're envious. That's exactly what it was already showing to me before I looked that up in the reverse that way. I just felt led to. And this person's in a bad place. They're full of themselves. The most I had my hands find a card that said that when pride comes, then comes shame, and it comes destruction. A great fall comes upon pridefulness. That tower keeps coming out on that little night. And the Seven of Swords also came out on that person. They are a thief because they're a user. They are a liar. They are full of themselves. It came out in the reverse, and the Seven of Swords in reverse goes to a defeat and confusion. Okay, we had a lot of confusion. We have a lot of confusion comes out on the channel all the time. That's just prophecy in the hour that we live in. That a lot of people got confusion because of the cray-cray. Their brains. I mean, that even for the card to find my hands said that the first house is here. That's the head, the brain, okay, area is what that rules. And again, the tower shows that whole crown area being knocked off. If you've seen the picture of the video for this reading earlier, prior to this reading, earlier today, the Most High showed me something erupting, and he was talking about beams. And this deck that I used to sit down at the table had all kinds of beams of light, and just things just coming out of the tower. And this is exactly what the Most High was showing. It's about this person. They're just they're gonna have a great fall. Okay, the Nine of Swords also came out on this person, again, being in the mind space. Okay, they're in confusion because of what they do. The Queen of Pentacles came out on this. And when I read for the zodiac signs, and I've said it on many, many of the videos that I was reading on when she came out in all kinds of different places, but the majority of the readings when she would come out, she was in the hidden space. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles is also here in this reading, and this work matters. The other day when I read, there was a female that came out in wording that the Most High revealed that they don't like other women. They get jealous when other women are around them. They want to be the only woman around men, and they're ate up with jealousy, just like the Three of Pentacles coming out in the reverse. That's why they're constantly, hey, do a deal with me, hey, get in a contract with me, or hey, that's why they're doing it. They can't stand other women being around. The Queen of Pentacles represents that in the negative. Her energy can go to that. And that's going to cost this person their life for being that way. It's like them saying God made a mistake when they made all other women. God, what in the world were you thinking about? It was just supposed to be me. What did you made a mistake? You talk about pridefulness. You talk about somebody being prideful that way. Anyway, they're jealous because apparently there's something to do with somebody wanting somebody to work with them on the same job, or something like that's went down in the beginning of this thing, or whatever it is. It's caused this person just to be a nutso. Okay, because my hands found a card that said somebody wants you to work with them, is what the card says. So apparently they don't like that. They're jealous, or they can't get in their own mode to let the Most High give them what they need to be in life. They got to have what everybody else has, or they're not satisfied inside their self. They're just restless all the time. There's something about this tower that's going back to IT workers, and the Most High said IT workers would be judged. He brought that out while I was sitting here as well. In one of my homemade cards, my hands found that, and it does go back to the tower again, because there's evidence against this person. They can't get out of something that's taken place, or whatever, entirely what all that means. Just to go back with this envy and stuff like that, my hands also found a card that had Proverbs 23:17 on it, and it says, let not your heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of Jehovah all the day long. And this person just got envy in general, and they've got other people up in here thinking that they're all that in a bag of chips, and they've turned people they've turned people to look at the sinner. The sinner has turned other people to look at them, and you're not to look at envy sinners. People, you're supposed to fear the Most High, because you're going to come down with this tower. And now people are, they're sitting here at work, and the Most High has brought out IT workers a lot on my channel. Okay, a lot. I don't know how many videos that I have that the Most High has put them in a judgment. Okay, and somebody's up here and they're losing their career. I mean, that's big time work. Okay, that's, genius stuff there that should be honored to do that kind of stuff. And some people have fallen into this little trap and this ditch, and they can't get out of it because of what they've done. They're being judged. And if you caught up with this person, or this is a warning for even future tense, and somebody's all cute, I don't care how cute they are, this person's heart is full of nastiness, and you're going to get punctured. You're going to turn into a really shameful being in the earth. Okay. My hands found again, as I sit here, the same card that's come out over and over, that someone has gained the courage to break free from this situation or a situation. So the Most High keeps saying, so if nothing else, he keeps bringing this wording out to encourage you to get up from this and to break free. This person's already defeated. They're not going to get up because they're fallen. I read yesterday, the Most High said they have blasphemed the Holy Spirit. There is no hope for this person. There is no there is no forgiveness for blaspheming the Holy Spirit. This person is crazy, and they're going to stay crazy until they leave the earth realm. Okay, all they're doing is gaining more transgressors with them, and you don't want to be around this person. I don't care how cute they are, people. You're going to die in the end. Spiritually, you're going to go to hell. Okay, you're going to end up with all those swords, all around your mind, and turn up like a cray cray. And it will be noticeable. Okay, it will. Maybe right now you can put on a little face. It is going to take your life. Okay, this person has no hope. That was their choice. The Most High said they're fallen. They ain't ever getting up. They're restless because they have no soul on the inside of them. Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to share what came out. I will take a rune with you all since I got you here. I'm thinking about getting on, and I don't do a whole lot of love readings, but I'm thinking about getting on and doing element love readings for you all. So stay tuned for those if you want those. You hold up, you throw the lot, and the whole dispersing of it is of you. So what are you going to bring out here? The eye comes out. Okay, well, the tower is the ayin, which is the eyeball. This tells you to be calm and to reflect on some stuff, because this is major stuff. When the tower comes down, it's a big explosion. Okay, again, this is victory over this kind of nastiness that this person has brought into people's life, and doing spells and bringing those entities into people's homes, because you've opened up to this person. It's time to shut the door on this energy, folks. This is exactly what this rune goes back to, talking about getting victory over this malice, this greed, this envy, this covetousness. But it tells you to be calm and reflect on it. Okay, if you care anything about your soul or your children, if you got children, or your spouse or your soulmates or whatever, then you will get the victory over this person. You will tell this person to get out of your business, to get out of your home, to get away from you, because there's no hope for this person. There's hell with this person. So this is the rune that came out, the letter I, and then the letter A is also out here. Those are the only two letters that are here. Also, the Ten of Swords came out, and the Ten of Swords can have a meaning of an ending of a really difficult situation. Whatever the ending is going to be, it's going to hit hard, because the tower's here. And you're just got to deal with it, because you got people out here working on the towers, and if you lose your job, I guess you lose your job, but if you lose your soul, it's more devastating than that. So I don't know. Take it as it applies. Either you're already up in this thing, maybe God give you some grace and you can turn the other way and rebuild something, or not, and it just be a devastation and you lose your job altogether. I don't know what it means for you and how far in this thing you are, or if you're being approached by this thing that's cray cray. But take it as it applies. It is a warning, past, present, and future. When pride comes, then comes shame with that. But with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them. So please have integrity. It will guide you. But the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. And that's what pride does to you. Here comes that tower coming down. It will be a destroying factor for your life and others in the end, if you continue to give in to this knight that thinks they're all that in a bag of chips. Until next time, folks, shalom.